very good morning to you. I just want to start off by showing you a contrasting set of temperatures right across the British Isles. Red Hill there reflecting the sort of thing that we've seen quite widely over the past week, but the shape of things to come perhaps already evident here across the Western Isles of Scotland, because we're beginning to see the first signs of a change. Fronts moving in from the Atlantic down and across the whole of the British Isles over the next 24 hours, introducing a much milder, moister flow from the Atlantic coming up and around the flank of this area of high pressure, and it will be windy at times as well. So some of the themes then, as I say, it's already beginning to happen across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Some of that rain really quite heavy on the western side of Scotland at times, and it will gradually ease its way into the north of England and to the north of Wales as we move into the latter part of the afternoon. Always that much drier further south, but I think you'll lose some of the sunshine that you enjoyed the first part of the day. Temperatures are reflecting that change across the north, 7, 8, 9 or 10, but further south, still hanging on to that cold air, 2 or 3 degrees perhaps only across East Anglia and the southeast. So watch out for the rest of the day. You may still run into some of the vestiges of that ice that we've seen so very widespread over the past few days. Those fronts keep on coming south overnight, bringing their cloud and rain with them, but they may not arrive in the south just in time to stop the frost forming again, and temperatures only recovering later on to 2 or 3 degrees. But once they get to the south, then we really are into the body of the week, with the main themes here mild and windy, with some rain at times, and quite an event in the north as we move into the middle part of the week. The winds always flowing in from that milder direction from the west or down towards the southwest. Very windy at times across the north of Scotland through Wednesday particularly, and then perhaps slightly fresher towards the end of the week. So for Monday, another front still strung out across the north and west of the British Isles, some wet and windy weather there, and then down these western coastal fringes I think we'll see more cloud and bits and pieces of rain as well. The last of the rain from Sunday just trying to get away from that southeastern corner, and drier following on behind. But then it's into the latter part of Tuesday and Wednesday that we're keeping a close eye on this situation, because it could well be the case that there are some gusts to come as much as 80 miles an hour across the north of Scotland. So Tuesday, the sort of preamble to it, with wet and windy weather beginning to spill up across many of these northern and western areas, and then on Wednesday, with that area of low pressure close by, it will turn very stormy indeed. So for Tuesday, we're looking at further wet and windy weather across the northern and western parts of the British Isles. The further south and east, the more likely it is you will stay milder and drier with a little bit of sunshine, but quite a lot of cloud around as well. And then Wednesday is the really stormy day. Some very heavy and blustery showers rattling in some of these western exposures. The further south and east you are, the drier and finer your day should be. And as we move towards the latter part of the week, well, it's not the end of the wet and windy theme by any means. We still keep it very unsettled indeed, with fronts gradually working their way across the British Isles. So more gale force winds to come for western Scotland, Northern Ireland and some of these western areas as well. And the general theme is that the further south and east you are, the drier and finer the week should be, with further showers to finish off the week.